Alright, guys, so today we're going to be talking about the evolution of the sponsor Revolting. So, let's start off here with the Cars 1 Revolting Racer, who has gone by a lot of different names. In his initial release in 2009 on the Race-O-Rama card with the synthetic rubber tires, he was called Revolting number 84. And then he got an actual name in 2015, which was Davey Apex, very briefly. And then almost immediately it got changed to Dave Alternators. And then in 2018 he was actually called TG Castlenut, which was a bit of a misconception because that's the name of his Cars 3 veteran counterpart, which we'll get to later. But anyway, he got his first Thailand release in 2020 on the Blue Desert card, and then he started going by Dave Alternators again, and he's been being called Dave Alternators ever since. And he's been released a lot on the Red Rider package, especially today in 2025. But yet, for some reason, he doesn't seem to be peg warming that badly. I've been surprised, very pleasantly surprised, though, because he doesn't seem to be peg warming very much. At least not as much as Billy Oil Changer or Winford Bradford Rutherford. So, anyway, let's take a little look-see at him here. Revolting, rebuilt alternators. I love the way the white, red, black, and gray clash. They look very good together. A good looking car. And on the base, it says R09A for the production code, which means the 9th day of 2022 in the A factory. And this was back when the blister was gray, and they changed that in mid 2023. It seems very peculiar to me why they did that. And nowadays the packages are completely red. But anyway, enough about him. Let's move on to TG Castlenut here. This is who he evolved into in Cars 3. So, right off the bat, you could see that he's got less white. They took away most of the white, which I'm not very big on. I would say that is not for the better, but to make up for that, they did make the crosses more vibrant. They look a lot more vibrant to me and bolder. They kind of blend in a little more on Dave Alternator, so I like that. And they also flipped his number around, so instead of 84 it now says 48, just because Apple's number was 84, and Disney didn't want to change that because Apple was founded in 1984, and since Revolting was a made-up sponsor, they just figured they could change it because 84 is probably just a very random number that they chose. And it's kind of funny, they went for an entire movie with a sponsor bearing the same, two sponsors bared the same number for one movie, so that's kind of interesting. Yeah, I'm really surprised they didn't fix that earlier on. Yep, so yeah, this guy was his only release comes from 4-pack in 2018, no, 2017, which he was exclusive to, and he became super rare because of that. And I doubt he's going to be released again. And even if he does, he'll look very different, or at least a little bit different, because this guy, this release is from China, of course, and it would be Thailand if they re-released him. And besides, I don't think Thailand is going to re-release him because it doesn't seem like they want to release any more Cars 3 veteran racers, because like even the main ones, being Brick Yardley, Bobby Swift, and Cal Weathers, have barely been released lately. I mean, Brick Yardley's last release was on the Desert Horizon card 4 years ago. So that's pretty insane. And Cal Weathers and Bobby Swift were released more recently at an accessory 2-pack on the Red Rider package, but I don't think they've been released as singles on the Red Rider package. So that's pretty astounding. I'm not very happy about that because I desperately need a Bobby road test. It's seeming kind of hopeless now. And the production code, you can see he was released he was released on the 76th day of 2017 in the EAA factory. So yeah, now, and he evolved into Aaron Clocker right here. And yeah, this guy is not one of my favorite next gens just because he looks so much like Jonas Carver's here and Tim Treadless. And gosh, the more I look at them, the more I realize how similar they are. It's insane. I hate it. It's very disturbing. Keeps me up at night. But anyway, this guy was released from China a while back in 2018 in an Amazon exclusive 7-pack, which became super rare. All the Amazon, there were a lot of Amazon exclusive packs back then that all became super rare, and Aaron Clocker was in one of them. He was featured in one of them, and he actually had some metallic streaks, which Thailand got rid of, as you can see on the one I'm holding here, which is a Thailand variant. Yeah, he was released from Thailand on the Blue Desert card in 2020, and he hasn't been released since then. But the metallic that they got rid of might be more movie accurate, because yeah, if he's anything like Harvey Rodcap, it's going to be more movie accurate, as we know. I mean, even though it may not look as pretty. And so that's good, but even the Thailand variant is starting to become a little bit rare, but I wouldn't bet against him being re-released just because Mattel seems to be cranking out a lot of next gens on the Red Rider package, so I would not be surprised. So I would hold off on paying $60 for this guy. or even like 150 if you want to buy them in the 7 pack. If you can even find it, it's super hard to find. It's out of stock at Amazon, of course. And you may think you've found the China variant loose, but beware of that. It's probably just from a factory customizer. If it says it's from China and it's loose, don't trust it. Even if it's $8, do not trust it. It's definitely going to be a factory custom. Factory customizers are good for some things, but not for buying rare cars diecast from usually. If you want like the Tanko racing tractor, which I recently did a video on, then definitely go to them for it. Or simple pink Lightning McQueen, or blue and green or red and green Chick Hicks. They're great for that kind of thing, but definitely not rare releases. Yeah, so that's about it for these three. I would say my favorite out of them would be TG Castleman, and this goes for like every team. I almost always prefer the Cars 3 Veteran Racer, just because they're a lot more intricately detailed. Especially compared to the next gens. The next gens are all bound to simplicity, and I'm not a big fan of their color schemes either. They need a lot more cars like Paul Conrev, Rich Mixon, and George Newen, and Ryan Inside Laney that have all kinds of more bright and eye-catching colors. But anyway, yep, that's it. I'll see you guys soon for another video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and bye now.